Welcome back. If you still recall the simulation of the 4D animation in the previous video, you may feel like the playback is a little bit boring because the angle is always fixed. You are not able to really see the other effect or rotating the building or see the progress from a different angle. So in this video I'm going to show you some tips regarding how to add a little bit spice to your animation. We are going to use the viewpoint tab, and I'm going to pick two viewpoints. So I want the start of my 4D animation from this viewpoint. I'll just save a viewpoint. I'll name it as a start. Then I want the last frame like this. Save this as the end. So in Navisworks, we can quickly create a video. So right click here and say add animation, and then we are going to drag this into this under animation, so it will become part of this animation video. And if we would like to, for example, play the animation, we can just say play. So you can see it slowly transition from the start viewpoint to the end viewpoint. It looks like this is a little slow. The reason is because probably the length of the video duration is 47.6 seconds. And I'm going to hit OK. Now if I want to play it again, you can see now it's a little bit faster. Alright, so those are the viewpoints I would like to also add into my 4D simulation. Let's go back to the timeliner and simulate and setting. We don't really need to change anything. And we are going to use a saved viewpoints animation and hit it OK. Now let's replay this again and see, since the viewpoint has already been linked. Now we can see this is not as boring as the previous one. Even though it is not perfect, but at least I think we can see things from different angle. Let's pretend at this point we are pretty satisfied with our 4D animation, and we would like to disseminate this 4D animation to somebody else, because not necessarily everybody else has a Navisworks software package to open up this Navisworks file and simulate it. So we can actually export this as a video, so as long as people have some video players, they should be able to play this video. Simulate tab, and there's the export animation. So there are different settings you can try. So this is the option as a frame per second. typically we have to go over 24 frames or sometimes 30 frames per second, and this is the width and the height of your video. So in order to make this resolution a little bit better, you probably need to go a little bit higher. And we are going to select the timeliner simulation, so that's your source. So for example, if you just want to use the, like this animation, it will be just the current animation. But then we're just going to use the timeliner. And we're okay to use the viewport. In terms of output, there are different formats. If you use JPEG, it will be all different images. But of course, we would like to have a video, so you can use a Windows AVI. And there are some additional settings for you to choose from regarding the output. It looks like I've got a crash. I will come back later on this one. It looks like every time when I hit options, my computer crashes. You can try to hit this one if your computer is fine, to see if what kind of additional options that are available. In terms of size, there are different ones. You can, for example, if that's explicit, you can type in your own width and height of the video, or use the aspect ratio, or use the view. There are different. Use view, probably it's just going to be the current view we are looking at. And then you can hit OK. I'm now going to demonstrate, but you guys can do it on your own to see what kind of result you will get. But typically when you are using Windows AVI, because the AVI, that is a lossless format, you will have a huge file. I always tell students that if you get a large AVI file, try to use some video editing software to compress the video to a smaller size. Or sometimes, some students upload the video to YouTube, to their YouTube video channel, and then they download the video from YouTube again. That will make the size a little bit smaller. I think that's it for the 4D animation using Navisworks.